Everybody loves Billy Field. You know, about 10 years ago, he was the Bad Habits man. He's got a brand new album out, which looks like that one. Say Yes, it's called, and let's say yes to introducing Mr. Billy Field. It's been a long time in this particular case too since we've seen each other.
3 albums in 10 years, Bert, I suppose.
Well, you see, I know, but the difference is a lot of people could have 15 albums in 10 years and not have one success.
It's quality, not quantity.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, when you get a song like Bad Habits, which, of course, I mean, it's become an absolute standard now.
Meal ticket's a better word. But
well, the meal ticket. Is it very hard then to get the follow-up?
I think, you know, it is a good tune, and I suppose hopefully you write a lot of good tunes in your life, but that's been a good one for me, and I suppose we haven't come up with a better one yet.
Well, that's what I really mean, I guess, because when you get one which is a knockout like that, it's very hard to match it again, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I like this album very much. I've done Bad Habits was basically a string album, and this is an album, a horn album, and this is an album, not a horny album, a horn album, and this is a string album. But you know, so there's a big, like Sydney Symphony, half the symphony on that, Sydney Symphony on that.
Do you still record in your own studios?
Oh, absolutely. Cut price.
Yeah, no other way to go, is there? Billy...
Why pay retail?
What about air...
What did Woody Allen say? When he grew up, the worst thing you could ever do was pay retail.
Exactly. What about airtime? Is that hard to get?
Well, they seem to be playing a lot of old tunes on the radio at the moment, which is a bit of a bone of contention because it's not really... doesn't give the young artists a bit of a go, you know, which is something that could be better, but... I suppose that's their business, yeah.
What I can't understand, though, is that Kylie Minogue, who is the biggest thing in Australia, they don't play her records, and yet her records sell in the millions around the world. I mean, you're probably very grateful that I don't play Kylie Minogue records, are you? Yeah, but I mean, but what are radio stations there for? It's a commercial enterprise, isn't it? They've got to, I mean, surely they've got to follow what people want.
They've got to play what people want to hear, but on the other hand, like these days, they tend, I think, you correct me if I'm wrong, but they ring people up and they play them a few bars down the phone and sort of say, do you like that? And they play them sort of a bit of Hey Jude by the Beatles and they say they like that. And so, of course, they're programming by survey, and it's the old story. If you try to please everybody, you please nobody.
Yeah, but that's a very dangerous system to use, you know. I remember a long time ago when I was a young announcer in radio, I finished a shift one Sunday and a guy came around from a record company. He said, I want to play a record for you, Bert. This is just before the DJ era really came in, and I was lucky enough to get out and get into television because I would have made a DJ. He said, but I want to play this for you because I know you're going to love it. And he played this song, and I said, no way known. People will not only never buy that, they'll never listen to it. It was a thing called Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley.
You're kidding.
So what I'm saying is, you know, had I been in command of, in some sort of way, of music on that station, we wouldn't have gone with it.
But don't forget, in those days, a lot of records were broken by one DJ. Used to like a tune, and he'd get on and play it and say, this is a great tune. And
yes.
Whereas nowadays, it seems to be this almost nonchalant sort of...
I used to do that for Gladys Moncrief all those years ago. all her big hits, thanks to me. Billy, I'd like to sing a track from the album, Lucky Stars.
Lucky Stars.
The thing. So if you go to centre stage, I'll introduce you, and it's great to see you again, mate, and good luck with this one.
Thank you.
And I hope you get plenty of airplay. This is the album. Let me try and break this one. This is the album I'll break for Billy Field. It's called Say Yes. That's the one to look for. The track is Lucky Stars. Please welcome again, Billy Field.
Write your name up in the sky, just to tell the world you belong to me. Not telephone, radio or TV. It's just the distance says you belong to me. And at night time, questions or no lies. I thank my lucky stars up in the sky. Just put the hobbles on me, I'll be chained and bound. Just put your firebrand down that road, now stick around. You wasn't needing no halter, no bag for my nose. Just throw that saddle on where we'll go. And at night time, at night time, I get a loving, the easy kind. For an uncomplicated affair, I've no questions or no lies. I thank my lucky stars up in the sky. I thank my lucky stars up in the sky. And I thank my lucky stars up in the sky.
Billy Field and Lucky Stars from his new album, which is called Say Yes.